Hey, 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 everybody. What is going on? What is going on? And thank you for coming to Fucko Tuesday. Fucko, not taco, but Fucko. Because y'all already know sometimes it can get a little rough over here. It can get a little rough. But anyways, before I get started, I want to thank my buyers of kings, my buyers of queens, my buyers of honeys, and my buyers of princesses. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all already know what the topic is tonight. But before I get into it, I just got some things that's on my mind that I want to talk about. Now, I'm not gonna say who this person is, but that person knows who they are. But anyways, I went down these YouTube streets. Y'all already know, like I do all the time, just kind of like seeing what's out there, seeing who's messy, seeing who's saying this, whatever, 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 right? So this one live stream, or this one person that was doing a video and stuff, I just happened to tune in, and this person was talking about women and red hair and stuff like that, and how I guess because of what he encountered that you know um the women that he's dated or he's been with or something had red hair, they've always seemed to be a problem or something like that. So I was like, you know I feel like women can dress and be the way they want to, and it's just not that they dress for attention, because I think that that's where he was going with it. He's saying, like, women dress a certain way, or women wear their certain hair and red hair just to get attention, but that's not true, because women dress and they wear their hair because it's the way they like. You know what I mean? It's what they like and stuff. You know what I mean? So we kind of went back and forth, and y'all already know, sometimes I wear different color hair, sometimes I wear red hair, sometimes I wear, pink hair, purple hair, blonde hair, blue hair. You know what I'm saying? I wear it. I don't wear it for attention. I wear it because I like the color. You know what I mean? I like the color, and I like to be different. You know what I mean? But he was saying that, it's almost like he's saying that all women that wears red hair, those are the ghetto bitches. Those are the nasty bitches. Those are the ones that don't want shit, ain't mounting to nothing, or something like that. You know what I mean? So we kind of went back and forth, but he was saying that that's what he was dealing with. Those are the type of females that he was running into. But I just thought it was just pretty interesting that he would say that and stuff like that. But like I said, like just like assholes, we all have one. Everybody had their own opinion. You know what I mean? But anyway, um, and if he comes up over here or whatever, and if you want to, come up on the panel, if you want to address it, then hey, if he wants, you know, his identity to be known out there, then that's fine too. But he probably will anyway because he's an alpha male, and you know how those alpha males are. Those are the ones that those are the tough guys. You know what I mean? You can't, yeah. They know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who the alpha males are. You know what I mean? But there's also alpha females out here too. You know what I mean? They are, and sometimes two alphas, they're gonna buck. They're gonna buck every time. That's all I'm saying. It is true. But anyway, tonight's topic, y'all hold on, y'all hold on. My freaking phone is ringing off the hook. Sorry, y'all. I had a call coming in. Y'all already know. It's like, dang, people just don't understand when you tell people that you're going live. It's like they call you anyway. They call you anyway. And it's like, didn't I tell you I was going live at a such and such time? Why would you want to call me? You know? Um, but those are the people that, they just don't want to listen. They just don't want to listen. But anyways, getting on tonight's topic, and I felt that this was a good thing. This one was pretty good because it's some women out there that can relate to what I'm talking about, and but let me just kind of go into more just so you can understand it, because I know that there's some shisty women out there too that just want sex and just want to hit it and dash and go, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the women that want a relationship. I'm talking about the women that want to be with the man and stuff and been with that man for many, many years, but waiting around to see if that man is gonna propose. But the only thing that man want to do is he want to ask. He want to be a couple, but he don't want to take it to the next level. He don't want to be married. You know what I mean? And you got some women out here. Yeah, they get into a relationship, but they thinking that hey, after a while, where is it going? Because they want to be married, especially if just say if a woman is in a relationship with a man, she don't have no kids, but she ends up taking care of the man's kids. Even though he may not be with the mama because he's with her, but she ends up taking care of the kids better than the mama do. You know what I mean? Buying the kids clothes and taking them to the mall and taking them out to dinner and stuff like that, because she thinks that at the end it's going to be a big payoff, and she's going to become the wife. You know what I mean? So meanwhile, they go back and forth. Now she's in a relationship, he's in a relationship, and this and that and stuff. But now she's like, wait a minute. We've been dating for a while now, and I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level, and he may not be ready. So his thing is that he just wants to ask and he just wants to dash. That's it. You know what I mean? That's just like it's like some of these men today. That's like some of these men today. They don't want no relationship. They don't want no relationship. The only thing they want to do is they want to get a piece of tail, and then they want to go on to the next female. You know what I mean? They want to go on to the next female. So this is why I was saying that, this is just a topic just to talk about. If anybody want to chime in, they can. The link I believe is dropped. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Um, I don't know what the hell. It seemed like okay, Justice was in here. He said, what did he say? Oh, he said you need some. Yeah, okay. Well, the link is dropped. And y'all already know I'm only in here. I'm only in here for an hour and stuff. Um, but the chat is saying that I have four people up in here, but I don't even know where the four people at. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep on talking and stuff, because y'all already know me. But I was in the studio for a little bit today, and I was tinkling with the new song. It's on the short, so y'all won't be able to see it on my probably not on my channel, because YouTube moved it to the shorts. Because it is short. It's just something that I was just tinkling around. Y'all already know me. I'm just the type that, hey, I like to have fun with my channel and stuff. But for those that didn't hear it, I'll probably play it before before we close out tonight, or I'll wait to intermission and then let y'all hear it and stuff. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna be like, oh yeah, I want to throw garbage cans at this shit, you know what I mean? But that's all right. Y'all can throw garbage cans. I don't care. If y'all already know me, y'all get me, you know what I mean? And for those that's listen from the bushes and all of that, they know. They already know, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I just kind of had to just kind of talk about that tonight, about how some of these men, they feel that, hey, you know what, I don't have to be married, and I don't have to get engaged. Or some of these men be thinking like, you know what, I'm just gonna hit it and I'm gonna quit it. But I know it goes for the women too. It does, on that side, especially the women that don't want a relationship, that should just want to be single and just want to, get a man, get some and then leave. Okay, I get that. But then you got women out here that wants a relationship, and that's where I'm at today. That's where I'm at today, and this is what I'm talking about. Some men seem like they're so scared of getting into a relationship because those men were probably hurt at one time in the past and dogged out by women and this and that, and they build up a wall. And sometimes a woman to come along and this man is damaged goods, but you try to still stick in there and try to work with this man, but it's hard to break that. It's hard to break through that wall, you know what I mean? Because that man's been hurt in the past and stuff. So his guards is always going to be up. His guards is always going to be up, you know? And yeah. Hey, what's going on, Justice? Justice, I dropped the link. You're welcome. You're welcome to come up if you want to. Like I said, I'm only in here. I'm only in here for an hour, you know, and then yeah, and then I'm up out of here and stuff. And I know you see what tonight's topic is, and I'm talking about the women that want a relationship with a man. Okay, I'm not talking about the women that want to just hit it and quit it, or the men that just want to ask and just dash. No, I'm talking about the women that want a relationship, because I believe that there is women out here that want that want a relationship. They do, you know. But then once they get into a relationship, then what? After they've been dating for like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, then the woman she's gonna start asking herself like, okay, where's this going next? Where are we going with this? Do you plan on settling down and getting married? And the guy might be like, yeah, we're gonna get married, but we're just not gonna get married right now. And then next thing you know, years go by. I mean, months go by, years go by, and they're still living together, but they're not married. You know what I mean? And then the woman started getting in her feelings like, wait a minute. I've been with you for a while. What's going on?
Hey, hey,
What's going on?
you can hear me?
Yeah,
Just saying, hey, how you doing there? Peace.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just running my damn live stream and stuff. I know
I
we.
just got I
Go
just
ahead.
got some Wi-Fi. Yeah, I got Wi-Fi. I was trying to get on the my TV and put it from my YouTube for the phone to the TV. I ain't hooking up yet.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I know that. I know today. I got your message just like I know you got mine. We're kind of going, kind of going back and forth.
It's all in
I
fun
was
though.
like,
It's all
wait
in
a
fun.
minute,
It's
what?
all in fun. It's all in fun. Oh,
I
there I
was
go.
like,
There I go.
oh God, here we go. No, but
Right.
that just stunned me. That just kind of that got my attention. That's why I was like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, because I just know how sometimes us as females we just don't do it just for no we don't do it for we do it because we like to dress a certain type of way. We like our hair to be hooked up a certain way. We like to look good. It's not all the way because of a man. No, it could just be just we like to look good.
No, I know. But that's why I said it's half and half. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So I was also talking about tonight's topic about how some men want ass and then dash, but it's
Right.
always it's like that with women too. It can be like that with women too because some
I
women
got
be
both
like,
ways.
I don't want no relationship. I just want to get it and just go. The same
Right.
thing as men. But what about the women that want a relationship? What about
Hold
the
on one
women that
second.
want to be
I'm
married?
I'm about to tell you. Give me 1 second.
Okay, so we gonna hear this, y'all. And anybody
Hello.
else got something to say? Y'all
I
welcome to come
got,
up on the panel. Go ahead, just
I got a delay or something. Hold on, let me get off. I think it's my TV. So, I mean, end of the day, everybody, ultimately wants to settle down with that companion. Um, it's just like I said before. I don't know if I said it last time we talked. It's just the game still, but I don't know. It's like it's a lot of different equations about this, but it's like now women, they want to settle down, men want to settle down, but then it's like people been hurt so much, like you said, people been hurt and damaged, and it's like people had their guard up, so it's like you don't know if the other person's sincere or not.
right.
And
Exactly. Exactly.
nobody want to
And
get hurt really, so people be having their guard up, men and women.
yeah. But how do you break how do a woman break through that brick wall? How can
Okay, this
she do
all
that? Because I know it's a lot of women out here that want to know how can I break through that brick wall?
right, but see, okay, before I get to that, I forgot another element of it I was going to say too, because people, what I'm saying, like this what coming from a man point of view and what other men tell me, of course, friends and peers, when men do try to attempt to holler at a woman or try to approach them, the woman may show interest a little bit, but they're not really consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, someone would be like, okay, well, here goes my number, call me, and you may text, you may call them, and then it's like, they make plans. Then once that day come, they disappear, or they don't. Just the flaking. A lot of people just tired of the flaking of putting your all into a relationship and people stand you up, and then it's like that's when people start disappearing and ghosting each other, whatever. But it's just the inconsistencies with men and women. But like I said, speaking from a man point of view, I know plenty of times I don't. What I'm saying, may like I said, hear women say, "Oh, I want a man, whatever." But then when you do shoot your shot, they look at it like sometimes they're too good, or that because they got a college degree or they got this or that, they credential, they feel, oh, he's not on my level, so I'm not gonna give him time of day because they put they standards way up here, but they reality is really down here. So it's just it's people's preferences sometimes is too, their standards is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things that Kevin Samuels was getting at, was saying people, when it comes to the woman, from a man point of view, that their standards is out of control, or is not realistic. But you want a man who's 6'5", making 100,000 a year, that's endowed down there, but you 300 pounds and you got 5 kids and you don't even got a college degree, but you want, it's just, we have to come to some realization,
Right, but everybody
reality.
got their right, but everybody got their preference. Just
Mhm.
like a man have his
Right.
preference, but a
Yeah.
woman, she
Right.
got her preference. A lot of women they
Right.
don't like to
Okay.
date short men. They don't like to be with a short man.
Nothing wrong with that.
They like 6 or
Right.
better, or 5'11" or
Right.
something like that. They don't want no 4'11"
I
dude.
already know. I already know. I already know. I already know.
You
But
know what
see,
I mean?
I'm 6'5", so I don't know nothing about under 6 feet. I'm 6'5", But anyway, the point, I know what you're saying. They want a preference of the height, whatever. But then again, a man want the preference of, I don't want no 300-pound woman jumping up and down on me when it's time to get it in. We want a fit woman that looks, attractive as well, and that work out. So, like you say, everybody have preferences, and we got to be realistic, and we got to
Well,
meet
you know what?
somewhere in the middle.
I believe too that I believe that there is some men out there that just looking
Mm-hmm.
at some of these programs and TVs. It is a lot of nice looking men that's got big women that's over 200, three
True.
hundred pounds, and they love their dirty draws. Let's just
Well,
keep
you
it
got
real.
that. Yeah, you got them type of people too, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's always an exception to the rule, but I'm just saying that most men like a fit woman. What's the average? The most thing you hear of men when they get married? Oh, she was fit until we got married. Then she let herself go. You know what I'm saying? They start eating whatever and getting comfortable. But like I said, we both got to come in the middle between and compromise. Like I said, what's realistic, what's not realistic, and not have super high standards. You know what I'm saying? But you like
Well,
what you like.
I
Cool.
believe that when a woman and a man is in a relationship, yes, they do get comfortable because here
Right.
comes the food. She's constantly cooking for the man, so now the man is gaining a lot of weight. She's gaining a lot of weight. So now it's like they're really not looking at their weight; they're more looking at each other and stuff until some shit happens, and then she be looking in the mirror and shit, or put on a tight dress and then go ask her husband or boyfriend, "Hi, look in this." It, what do you
Mhm.
think he's gonna say? You know
Right.
what I mean?
But you also have to balance each other out and push each other push each other to the next level and compliment one another. Like, okay, babe, let's go work out twice a week, even in the house, 15 minutes a day. It's an excuse, but there's really not no excuse. Things happen, of course, but you can stay fit if you want to. You got workout videos. You can go on YouTube and get a nice little video, 2-3 times a week. It's just about consistency and putting in the effort and the energy. Some people just let themselves go when they get, like you said, get comfortable and whatever. They don't really work out like they used to, or maybe the woman may not get her hair done as much now that she's married or a relationship. She might throw on a baseball cap or the bonnet a couple nights, a couple days. You know what I'm saying? So, or the man might not
That's
work like he used to, and he get a belly on him, and now the woman looking at him, and he can't. His testosterone levels is not like they used to be, so he can't perform no more. So she's looking somewhere else. So yeah, it's you know what I mean. People get comfortable, and they don't. It's all about staying that routine. Whatever you did when you met that woman, don't stop doing that. If you play basketball every week, do play basketball. If you lift weights twice a week, keep lifting weights. People tend to, like, especially with men, I'm talking from a man point of view, we tend to get with a woman and all things we did prior, we let them go, or we just, put them to the wayside because we're trying to put more time into this woman and please and compromise her, that we forget about all the activities prior. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Okay. So you still haven't told me what I
Right.
asked you earlier
Okay. Okay.
about the wall.
I'll be scrambling. I'll be scrambling.
How can us women, you men, y'all have these walls built up. How can a woman break those walls down? How, I mean, because
No, I kind of said it a little bit, but I didn't go more into it. Consistency. It's about interest. My mom always told me show interest in whoever show interest in you for the most part. If a woman is showing consistency, she's keeping up her date, she ain't flaking on you. You know, when you text message her, she respond at an adequate time. I ain't saying within 2 or 3 minutes. You know, sometimes you're doing things, whatever, but she's consistent with the text message. She's consistent with cooking when y'all link up. She may cook every week, whatever. Just the consistency in to the showing of the man that you're really interested in you paying attention. Just like women want a man who's attentive, right? Who's paying attention to what she like, her favorite color, all that. So it's about consistency with me. And I even hear other guys saying it that man, she was this in the beginning, everything was cool, then she started doing this or whatever, whatever, and not being as consistent. But it's just the level of interest. You know what I'm saying? If you show interest in the beginning, keep showing interest, and you can tell who's sincere and who's just playing games. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, uh,
Consistency.
okay. So, that that will break down the wall a little bit. That'll break down the wall a
Definitely.
little bit then of
Yep.
trust, because it's a lot
Yep.
of men that just have a problem of trusting a woman.
Of course, I had that problem for a while. I might still not know trust them all the way, but you always want to give person the benefit of the doubt. Everybody not like the last person, so you have to treat everybody, every individual different. You can't be all men are like this or all women like this. You know what I'm saying? So you have to treat everybody. It's like in an interview. It's like when you hire someone, you can work at a job. They got to put you on probation until they feel you make the cut. So it's like that's what I'll be doing. I'll be dating, give you probation. Okay, if you make 30 days, cool. You might make the cut. I'm just talking,
Mm-hmm.
symbolically. But I'm saying, that's what it is too, and that's what I realize. Relationships, a man and woman get together, whatever, and as soon as one person feel uncomfortable or feel disrespected, they might ghost and disappear. And it's like nobody communicates no more. Everybody feels it's so easy to just run and block that person that I don't got to communicate and let them know how I felt or if I felt that what she or said. Everybody is sensitive too nowadays. You can't even say certain things without people getting emotional and then they want to get in their feelings and then it's a whole big argument. People just can't communicate no more and
Yeah,
be
that's true.
articulate of their feelings. And these phones is definitely a big problem. Like when you go on to say you meet somebody, y'all hanging out having a date. This is my thing. If I meet somebody and we end a date within 30 minutes, if they on that phone 20 minutes to 30 minutes, I might disappear because that shows me they have no kind of not interest level, but they have no type of they can't just sit still for 2 seconds. It's like you got to be on that phone that bad, then it's a
Oh,
problem. So social skills is big too. So that might be a lot of times why women may get dates with men and this like that, and the man may disappear, or a man get with a woman and woman disappear because of things like that. Your social skills, your lack of attention,
so you're
the
saying
interest
that
level.
when a woman, if you and a woman out to dinner or something like
Right,
that,
right.
and she happens to grab her phone and be texting, and y'all
All
sitting
night.
across each other, okay,
Right.
that'll make you just get up and say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, but then just jet out the back.
Or I'm respectful. I may finish out the date and everything, and then just disappear after the date. But you got to know, when you're dealing with other people and you're around other people, just the fact of respectfulness. And you don't want nobody on the phone, looking down when you ask them questions, trying to get to know them. So even like I said before, you don't go to an interview on your phone, or you sitting there trying to talk to the other person, and you have your full valued attention. So why you can't do that with a date or a person? But see,
I
the
never
thing is,
knew I never knew some men felt like that, because
it's
I've
common
seen like
sense.
the YouTube and some of this other stuff, and I've always seen either the woman, they be on, look like they like walking together, but she's on her phone and he's on his phone. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Because we let
So
these phones control our social skills. We have no social skills no more. It's the artificial intelligence took over. If it ain't a tablet, if it ain't a phone, it's a some type of device. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they want us to be distracted by these
well,
devices and not engaging with each other.
we don't got
Yeah,
lazy,
of course.
because now we depend on it. It's like we don't have,
Every time you
I
hear a
mean,
beep,
we depend on it now. That's just like
every time you hear a
we
beep,
got like, we're programmed so much that we don't even have to remember phone numbers. We don't even have to remember addresses. The only thing we got to do is put it in our phone and let the GPS
right.
guide us. That's it.
We don't even have to call people no more. Like far as talking, people don't even talk face to face no more. It's more like a text, or maybe video chat once in a while. But people don't even do the things that we used to do. You know what I mean? Prior to us artificial intelligence, social
Right,
media.
right, right,
And then
exactly.
another thing I just seen that really gonna mess the game up too. They have, I don't know if you into TikTok like that, but they have a new filler on TikTok that women, I don't know if men can do. I think it's mainly women though. They can put fake like fillers on their face, and the whole time you on the phone thinking you talking to this person, and when they take the fillers off, you like what the, you know what I'm saying? They show videos of women with the fillers and without, and it was
Oh
like,
yeah,
whoa,
the filters. Yeah, I know.
that's scary, like
I
and
know.
it's
I
like
mean, they take the
that's
ugliest person
crazy.
on earth, and put those filters on, and they look like Miss America. I'm telling you, I
So
know.
so it's like men are to the point like,
Men do
and
it
I
too, though. Men do
yeah,
it.
right, you're right with the beards and all the hair and all
Right,
that. You're right,
because right, men do it
right.
because it's like you don't see no blemish, no bumps, no acne, no
Yeah,
nothing on none of their
people,
faces
you're
at
right.
all.
People can be this false person inside this world, and this superficial individual, and they could be portrayed to the world. There it is, and they're a whole other person. And it's almost like catfish to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But not catfish, but it's not the real person that you think it was when you see them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I feel bad. I told my son I feel bad for you in the dating game. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He
you
only
know what?
16.
Here's the thing. Everything is just, everything is fake. You know what I mean? Yes, some of
Exactly.
us
From the
women, yes, we
food.
wear the fake weave hair, but you got some women that walk around with the fake booties, the fake titties, the fake noses.
Exactly.
You know,
Why
I,
people
I
can't?
mean, what's
Why
really real?
people cannot absorb their naturalness no more? Why people can't embrace that? Remember,
Because
like you
it's
remember.
society. It's
Nah,
society.
forget
Society is
society.
saying, no, society is
People
saying
got
that
caught up in
we
society,
need to be a certain way. We
but
need
we don't
to.
have to follow society.
I know
That's the
that,
fault
but
of
that's what
people.
happened.
You don't got to follow society. You know what I
I
mean? You
know.
could do your own thing. But
But
we
look
got
at
so many people that's followers too. This is a copycat town. We all know that, and people follow the trend and what's trending and what's the latest thing right now.
right. But look at some of the Caucasians. They try to get that. They try to get that pecan tan. You know what I
Of
mean? They
course,
try to get that pecan tan. And some
they've
of the
been
black
trying it.
girls, they try to wear their hair like some of the white girls. And then
Everybody
some of
want to
the
be
white
something that
girls,
they're not.
and then some of
Right,
the white girls be trying to act like, because
right,
if they date a black brother, they feel
right.
like, you know what, they are part of the black culture and stuff,
And
and then they try to put
they
like.
start frying some chicken.
Right, they try to fry chicken. The chicken don't be right, and the chicken don't be right or anything like that. They try.
Right.
But see, what gets me is the first thing. The first thing when they get mad at the brother, first thing they gonna call him is what? A black nigga.
Oh yeah, monkey, nigger,
Yep,
anything like that.
yep.
Yep,
That's what
yep.
they gonna call him. Yep, the first thing. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna
But
tell you why a lot of brothers, because I got I know a lot of people, period, and a lot of brothers out here, especially at my job, the older guys, is how they more in tune now with the Caucasian women. They say how we don't deal with women, black women, because of just the ratchetness a lot of them what they faced. And I don't know if you've seen the video lately with Chris Brown. It went viral where he was kicking out black women in the UK out of his VIP and all that. But you know what it is? It's the ratchetness generation is kind of fucking the game up. Or to the point men don't want to fuck with them hood women because that's why that was what I was talking about with the red hair. The toxicity of them thought ratchet women, men is just like, yo, we don't even want to deal with them. Just like
but
when
not
you go to
all but not
I
all
didn't
women
say
that
all
wear
women.
red hair is
I
is
didn't say
is
that.
ratchet. You got some
I
nice
said
looking
some.
brown women that wear red hair.
I was talking about the hood woman once again, the hood ratchet woman specifically. You know what I'm saying? The ones who go to what's that? Chuck E. Cheese and have bar fights, brawls. Them the woman I'm talking about. Ghetto ratchet, fighting in Chuck E. Cheese with their kids. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
So you mentioned
The
red hair,
Shaquishan.
but you didn't
The
mention no
Shaquishan.
other color. So you mentioned red
No,
hair. So
yeah,
red
but I was
hair is
specifically
really the red hair It's those ratchet women.
You got to really listen to my video. I said from what I observe,
I
my
know your opinion. I
experiences.
know. I
Right.
know
Don't
from
get
your
caught
opinion,
up.
but that's all that's out here now are women that's wearing red hair.
That seemed like that's the thing. I don't know. But like I said, everybody that wears it is not toxic or is not, bad or whatever the case. But I mean, it's almost like when you see that though, first, like I said, man, look, it's like, it's almost like a danger on the
Oh,
floor.
see,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. You already labeled the woman. If you see a woman, if you see a woman, if you see a woman and
no,
you see
it's
that
a
she have
joke. It's
red
a
hair, you
joke.
don't know nothing about that woman, but because she's wearing that red hair, you be like, oh shit, the red flags is up. No, I ain't
I'm just
talking to
saying
her.
from my experiences, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hold on, proceed with caution. And I'm just like, it's fine.
Oh
Like it's
man.
fine. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. If you've been dealing with these particular women and that's what you ran across, you're gonna be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's always exceptions to the rule, you know what I'm saying? It's always different in the equation. But that's where that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And some brothers agree. Like I said, a lot of brothers feel that way to a degree, but they are afraid to speak up and say it because they don't want. They don't. Like I said, a lot of men are ruled by the vagina and ruled by what a woman feels and thinks. So they're going to do anything to appease her. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to shake up the dynamic or they don't want to really check her. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said alpha is different because alpha is not playing with anybody for the most part. But we're going to respect everybody, but just don't, you know what I'm
I know
saying,
about
cross.
those alpha males.
Right.
I
That's all
know.
I'm saying. That's all I'll be saying. But we can take other opinions and people's perspective and listen. It's not like we're not good listeners, but we passionate about what we feel and we not gonna let nobody switch our words. But yeah, I understand though. It's just different right now out here in the world. And it's like we got to get back with black love, and but you got to look at TV also promoting this. You see two men TV together, my white man and a black woman. There's no more black man, woman, and child families, and
No, it
then
isn't. It
they're not
isn't.
promoting that. They're trying to destroy and attack the masculine man and pretty much exterminate the masculine man. You know what I mean?
Right, right, exactly. Do you
That's what we
know?
are.
I know this is a little bit off topic, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it
Yeah.
because
What's that?
um, it just seems like to me the
Mm,
you know the you know the white people, the Caucasian, they are
right.
taking so much. They are taking so much from the Black history, and what I mean by
Of
that
course.
is that if you ever seen, and I know you're gonna agree with me on this, but I was in the grocery store the other day, and I happened to look. I was looking for some Uncle Ben's rice.
Right.
Do you
They took his
know they
name. They took
changed
his
it?
face. Yeah. Yeah, just like they did Aunt Jemima. They took off
They
her face.
changed it. Yes.
Hmm.
It's like, wait a minute, what is going on with that with our black?
But
You
that
know what?
Quaker,
That was
but
from a
that
black
fucking,
family.
you're right, excuse me, but that damn Quaker, that white Quaker on them oats is still there though. You see that though?
Yeah, the Quaker Oats. Yeah, the
And
Quaker
if
Oats is still
you do
there.
the research, there was some of the people that during Thanksgiving that killed them Indians was them Puritans, them damn Quakers was part of the ones that killed the Indians. So it's like they keep. This is what I notice about Europeans. They keep all their slaughterers and murderers and people that did genocide, and they make them look all nice and paint a good picture. But the bad people that's supposed to be bad really was good, and the good is like they flipped everything and like you said, took our stuff. Oh, okay, you put the copyright disclaimer. They took
Oh,
our
okay.
history. They took our history and pretty much and tried to put it as their own and like flip reversal. Okay, we got
Right,
somebody.
right. Exactly. But I was like, wait a minute, where's the Uncle Ben's rice? And I was
Yeah,
like, it just says what?
yeah.
Ben's rice.
Hmm.
They took out the uncle.
Did you see the KFC commercial? They got the white looking dude. Wasn't it a black dude recipe they stole or originally had for KFC?
Yes.
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you,
So,
yes, yes,
but
yes. So I'm saying,
they got
I
the
mean,
white face on there. It's crazy.
I'm telling you, and and I was surprised. I'm like, dang. this is really shocking to see that. And then I went to
Not
to
really.
the pancake section, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God, they don't took the whole Aunt Jemima off. Remember, she had the little rag and this and that, and nothing. They did dress her up
Right.
with earrings, but now they totally took her off.
Yeah, but you had some
Totally.
people coming out too. Right. You had some people coming out complaining like that's why they had to change the Redskins and they had to change, certain things. So I think people was having outcries about saying that it was, um, they didn't like it was bad for against their
Yeah,
culture. Mhm.
yeah. What's going on, Donald? Donald,
Yo,
what's going on with you, brother?
I'm relaxing, just relaxing. How y'all doing?
Peace,
We
peace,
good.
peace.
We good. We good.
Chilling on this good old Fucko Tuesday.
Yeah. Fucko
So
Tuesday. Yep.
that's
Yep.
your usual show Tuesday, Fucko Tuesday. That's your
Yeah.
name. The name.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I decide to when I decide to come on Tuesdays, yeah, it's usually Taco Tuesday, but I always say
Right, right, right,
Fucko because over here you just never know. You know what I mean, Justin?
right,
You
right,
just never know. Somebody could come over here with the rah rah and it to change the whole damn thing. But that's all
right.
right though. What's going on,
Yeah.
Donald?
Good vibrations.
Heck yeah. What's going on,
You
Donald? Donald.
probably in the cut somewhere.
Oh, yeah. But he
I
be
gotta, I
having
got,
those.
I gotta get my avatar changed. I ain't messed with that yet. I thought Miss Brown's gonna help me, but I don't. Now what you said? What you saying?
I did help you. I told you what to do.
You did. I probably forgot. I crossed. I know
I
you told me
did.
something
I
about the
mean,
going to
I told you, but
the.
I lost a lot of my numbers and stuff, and I think I yours was mixed up in that.
Right, right.
So you
Oh yeah,
gotta
of course.
you gotta
I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you
yeah,
in the comment or in your one of
no,
your in the
just put it
videos.
in a private chat, and I'll get
Okay.
it and I'll put it in my phone.
All right.
Um, so Donald, you going live? Huh? Oh, Donald be going around. So Justice, let me just say this. When you get your channel up and running and a lot of people today, because you're on this side of the tracks with the YouTube, especially if
Mm-hmm.
you come over here to Most 3 sector,
Mm-hmm.
people want to see. I mean, I know that you're more with that political type of stuff like that, and
Right.
because
But I can be
actually,
variety. Huh?
but you got to kind of mix it up a little bit. You got to have like, you got to have like not messy, but a little kind of like heated, kind of this and that. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna kind of get your name out there in the streets and start ringing the bells and stuff. Well, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Just a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more excitement.
Right. It's just like I said, my time. I just be don't even be having too much time. I got to put more time into investing.
Uh-oh, he done fell out. Hold on, let me grab his number real quick. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, wait a minute. Donald, you there? Okay. Hold up.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
had
my
fell out for
time.
a minute.
Nah, I just hit the button by mistake. The back, but I was saying really my time because I got so much other stuff going on. I have to really like proportion out my time to where I can get more into this, you know, and use more time to master this more. But because I got mad other stuff. I don't even want to even put it out there. But I got other things I'm putting my time into investing. So that's
Yeah.
really what it is. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's only 24 hours in a day. You know what I mean? And
Right, right,
them go
right.
quick. Eight,
Yeah.
eight is tied to working for somebody you don't even want to work for.
Well, you know what? I know that, dealing with the, YouTube and all of that stuff,
Right.
you're gonna get your
Politics.
channel. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work because you have to keep people entertained because people will, I'm telling you, people will leave or
I
they'll
know.
just go somewhere else or whatever.
These YouTube streets ain't loyal. These viewers ain't loyal.
No, right.
Subscribers ain't loyal.
Nope, nope, nope. And
but
they jealous,
right,
and and that's just
but
what it
but
is. Nobody believes in helping the next
I already
person.
know.
You know what I mean?
I already know. And what I realize as well is I got to sprinkle some more dysfunctionalness in there because that's what people really want to see. That dysfunctionalness, like when it's positive or maybe political, they might look. But the more just when I put videos of like I said, I was downtown and it was a crackhead dancing, going crazy. I mean, I probably got 1,000 views in like not even an hour, and I'm like, wow,
Right.
people really attract to dysfunctionalness quicker than a positive message or something to resonate and think about. People don't want to think. People just
Because
oh
a
wow, I
lot
got
of
a
them don't
call.
know how to. Because you got to remember, a lot of them don't really know how to relate to positive conversation and
Somebody
stuff
was
like
trying to
that. They
call me.
just believe in. They just believe in the negativity and the messiness. That's what gets the channels up and popping.
But
You
you got to
already
look
know
at
that.
yeah, but you got to look at since this COVID. So excuse my language. Well, shoot, I can say COVID now. I used to say arm candy. Since the arm candy and that thing came out, people was home more, so I think people was definitely building up their pages quicker during the quarantine. You know what I mean? And people was tapping into their entrepreneurism more during that quarantine. You know what I'm saying? When you couldn't go nowhere, so you had no choice but to sit in the house, and that's how people's channel grew heavily. People became millionaires, entrepreneurs during that COVID. You know what I'm saying? Quarantine. Oh my
That's
God.
true. That is true.
Hold on. Why is
Hmm.
somebody calling me? Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, yeah, because they had nothing else to do. Everybody was stuck in the house. You know,
Right,
and
right.
once you're stuck in the house, you got to find something to do. You can only
You
watch
gotta
so
be
much
creative.
cable.
Right, you
You
gotta
can
be
only watch
creative.
so much cable, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
you
Exactly.
know, but
Mhm.
yeah, but I'm telling you, I mean, the way that the way that YouTube first started off, it's this is the new YouTube. So everybody
Mhm.
just adjusts to the new YouTube now. And that's just what it is.
Right.
So and I try to I try to have a variety of stuff from
Right.
music to sometimes yeah, sometimes we be with the fuck shit over here, and sometimes people get thrown under the bus and
Dysfunctionalness.
talked about or whatever. But that's just what makes your channel fun. But it's not like that all the time, because I don't
A
want people to
balance.
be
Just
damn,
balance.
maybe
Kind of
time to go to Miss
balance.
Brown channel. Her channel's messy, huh?
So just a little balance, right? Just kind of
That's
balance.
it. That's it. But except for Fridays. Now Fridays I tend to get a little bit, a little cray. You know what I mean? But I ain't ratchet though, Justice. So I don't know if you be tired. I just like to have
Now
fun
I'm
with my
saying,
channel.
and I dated not only the hair stuff. I'm talking about that drinking. I ain't saying you, but I'm saying when women get the drinking, and that's when it really come out that ratchet. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
dated
it come out
alcoholic.
like that with men too.
I'd rather. I know. I'm just talking about from a man's point of view right now. And what I was saying was I dated alcoholic, and I'd rather date. I dated a functional alcoholic. I'd rather date a woman who smoked weed versus an alcoholic because that's a whole other ball game. But it go both ways, of
Mm.
course. Go both ways. But it's just, you just want somebody that's sane, that has it all. And from men point of view, we really want a woman who's feminine. It's hard to find nowadays a feminine, submissive woman because every woman in the new school, I'm talking about the modern woman, they've been, the single mom's been being the woman and the mom, for so long. In their eyes, they feel they have to always have that aggression and that masculine energy to where they feel they're the man. And it's like, nah, you're not about to
Well,
be
I mean, of
outmasculine
course
me.
they're gonna feel like they're the man, especially if they've
Right.
been single for a long time and they've been running
Yeah.
the household by
But
themselves
you,
without even a man or a companion in it. They gotta be
but you
like that.
still, when you meet a man who at least shows you that he's a man and he has masculine traits, you still have to let him lead. Naturally, traditionally, you have to let a man lead because a man and woman can't be fighting to be who's more masculine in the house and who's control. Because it's like now it's about control and power, and it's like It's all because I'm just telling you from my experience. Like I said, and I know I met when I dated and met women within 2-3 weeks of me hanging out with them, they wanted me to move in, get the key, and I'm like, and I'm looking in the back of my mind like, why they want me to move in so much? But really, it's about that control. As long as I keep my own place, I got my own vehicle, my own money, and I don't have to really depend on them too much. It was like they had no control or power over me. They could control me with the sex because they don't control me either. So it's like it's a form of control and power at times. It's like you know, pulling ropes, struggle, who's control, who can maintain the power, and it
So
shouldn't
with
be
that,
like
you wanted
that.
to keep your own place. So just in
It's
case if she tries to call us up trying to kick you out, you'd be like, "Oh,
of
I
course,
can go back to my house."
of course, that was part of it, but also let us get to know one another. Let us see if it naturally materializes to go there versus you forcing something that's not even there yet. That's not, it's about stages, it's about timing. You can't be trying to meet somebody and think you're gonna marry him in 2 months. And love at first sight and all that stuff. Cool. They got these shows where you marry people and on the spot and all that, whatever. But in realistically, it's about time and it's about letting things naturally materialize and stop forcing things just because you're so tired of being alone. Because men, of course, we be alone too. We want a companion, you know, but most of us not out there trying to force something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some guys different. Of course, I can't speak for all guys. I'm just saying you have to
Right.
let things go, and that's another reason why people get hurt so fast because they'll meet somebody. Oh, the person looks attractive, had their stuff together, whatever, and they try to throw the vagina or throw the sex at them, and thinking that's going to hold them, that's going to keep them there, and that's going to control them. And then it's like some people you can't control with sex, but it's a lot of people who you can't control, and they're not going to. They're going to see what you're trying to do, and that's another reason why people disappear too. They ghost because it's like, okay, I see what's going on here, and I see what it is, so I'm gonna just wham bam and keep it moving. But people is just not genuine on what they say. They're trying to do one thing, but it's something else. Like, oh, let's just be friends, hang out. But then I get intimate, and now it's like he's serious, she's serious. Like, nah, you're not going nowhere. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The craziness come out, so it's like you don't know because you know what I'm saying. When you meet somebody, you're not really meeting them. It's like the representative. You know what I mean? So you don't know what you're really
Okay.
getting. That's why it
Mm.
takes time. It takes time.
Mm. Wow.
I just
Wow.
gave some revelations.
Now what? What'd
Huh?
you say? What did you say? I
I
hear
said
you.
I'll give you some revelations. He's like you said, wow.
Well, I mean, you have you have a lot of thought about women, and that's only probably because you dealt with a lot of
My
women
man.
and just
I
kind
feel
of
you.
like just seeing their good side, their bad side, their drunk side,
Oh
their
yeah.
ratchet side, and all that other stuff.
That's why I can articulate, and that's why because I know women, good women, bad women, dysfunctional women, but spiritual women. I dated a lot of different women, but end of the day, I talk about everything. But I'm just saying, why can't you speak on things about accountability of women, and you got to be bashing them? We got to stop that narrative because women can speak about men all day, and we got to deal with this. Cool, that's your opinion, but you know what I'm saying? As soon as you say one thing about a woman,
What about the
oh, they,
men
they
that
want to
that
run,
bashes?
they want to
What about
run
the
and play
men that
victim and
bashes?
cry. Stop that, huh?
What about the men that bashes the women though? There are
No, I'm
there are
saying it
men
is. It
bashers
is. They
that
do. It
that
is.
that bashes women just like like
Right.
yeah
Right. I know you got them. You got
disrespect
those red.
should
You got
listen
those
in.
red. You got those red pill. They call it red pill. You got a lot of red pill YouTube channels that talk about. A lot of them just be talking about. Really, it's about staying on your purpose and there's a few of them talk about just staying on your purpose and having sex with women, but not really settling down. But um, it's just really what you're trying to do, and it's like, what's your motive when you out here? Are you dating to what purpose to find a relationship, or are you just dating to for sex, time go by, whatever? Everybody, you got to be real with yourself and with the other person. What you're trying to do and what it is, and people have to
Uh-huh.
have that understanding. You got to come to understanding, and once you know what it is, you can't be mad. You know what I'm
So let
saying?
me ask you something. Do you think that some women um date no good men, even though she knows that that man ain't no good, but she's tired of
Right.
being alone, so she just says to
Yeah.
herself,
I said that.
having a piece of man is better having than having no man at all. So she settles for
Yep.
the bullshit.
Especially when they hit the wall, when they hit that age where they're not as attractive, they're not as shapely no more. Um, Men ain't holler at them no more like they used to. You know what I'm saying? They know they hit that wall, so they pretty much settle for the scraps they can get. And the same for men too, or or women who not that as attractive, who got to try a little harder by using their money or using their accolades or their status. You know what I'm saying? College degrees,
Mm-hmm.
get people to get men and women, but it's all across the board though. It's just I don't know. So what you think? You saying hitting the wall for men? I forgot something you was talking about earlier about men.
I'm
Hitting,
saying
you said
the men that's been hurt so many times by women
right,
in the past, whether the woman cheated on him, stole from him,
right,
took his money, did this, did that, but then then they break up, but then yet
yeah,
he has like a protective shield, and then when
yeah,
he wants a relationship, so when he gets into another relationship, he's still carrying that old baggage, because then he gets in a relationship knowing that he don't trust that woman, but he don't want to be by himself, but then he has trust issues.
true. I know it took me a while to realize I had to learn to be with myself and be in tune with myself and meditate by myself. Because at one time I felt I always had to have a woman at with me at night. You know what I mean? And that was the shallowness I had to understand that if you can't entertain yourself, if you can't really learn to be productive by yourself, you're not gonna last in the world, as a strong man because a lot of us really comes down to we didn't have the love and the support system, our moms or dads, whatever. So we look for it elsewhere. And as a man, most of us try to find something as close to our mom, as we can, as far as the nourishment of sensitivity, of somebody you can listen to, somebody that we can trust. So it's always like most guys date somebody that their mom would okay, you know what I mean? That's why they always come to their mom. But it's just see, I'll be rambling so much sometimes. I'll be getting all different thoughts, and I forget the freaking what I
No,
was.
go ahead. Go ahead. You're doing good. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So what? Okay, where we was at prior to that? You asked me. You asked me. Wait, go back a little bit. I
No,
might
I
be
was just
rambling.
talking about. I was just talking about the wall.
The wall, right, right, right. Certain age, right? Certain age. I'm gonna say, like I said, I'm gonna say 40 for a woman. It's probably like I'm gonna say late 30s for 40. And if the woman not really married at that time, if they're single, they're gonna really be they're gonna be either kind of bitter and frustrated at men, or they're gonna be kind of like desperate and thirsty. Because I work at a facility where it's a lot of single women, and I remember when I first started, the I just seen a lot of it was kind of like because when I work for the state, like I told you, the first you on the probation for a year. So that first year, I just could see all the women trying hard to get my attention, trying to just get noticed. And I know the female nature, so I didn't really play into it. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. They trying to get me to do something, respond, so they can get me in trouble, so I can kind of get fired and they can have a story to tell. It's a lot of drama. And I noticed a lot of the black women who did that towards me and did that to men was the ones who hated black men, who probably did have failed relationships, a lot of baby fathers, kids grown without dads. So they had a lot of anger and frustration towards black men. So, they kind of like would kind of use their power to a degree to get back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna tell on him, try to get him in trouble, to get him fired, and it goes across the board. Stuff like this, like female cops or a female judge, lawyer. Some of them, when they get that little power, authority, they tend to use it to get back at the pain. Because keep it real, some women can be petty, and I'm gonna tell you why I know this. Because my mom, what I'm saying, had dated, was married to my sister's father. We had different fathers, and to this day she hated that man, even though he passed away, but she always carried the hate and resentment of him with my sister, even though my sister had nothing to do with it, but she couldn't take it out on her dad because he passed away. So she gave her hell all the time because of how her dad treated her. So she took that hate and resentment to she's still alive, but she's taking that to where, and it's lets you know how you can hold hate and anger so long that it could ultimately kill you inside, hurt you inside. You know what I mean? That pain and resentment. So you gotta let it go. You have to move on, and you can't let somebody's last relationships or last pain and poison, um, you know, hurt you.
Right, but I think that that's what happens to some men. I'm not saying
Yeah, of
all
course.
men, but I think that that's what happens is that they get into a new relationship, but they're really not ready for a relationship because they
Right.
still have trust issues. They still have that wall, and they
They're
still
not
have some
healed.
type of anger issue
They're not
about
healed
other
yet.
females. So
Of
it's like
course.
one bad apple spoils the whole barrel for the rest. That's how
Right.
I see it,
You know
you
how many
know?
times? You know how many times I met women who freshly got out of relationships, and I'm gonna tell you how it goes too. This is how I look at it. I'm telling you, I met a woman one time. I'll never forget. I was coming home from where I was working at Kodak. That's one thing about me. I always had a job, always had my own place, and I always had a vehicle. Always had my own stuff, independent. My mom taught me from early. But I remember this woman in particular. She stopped me, and I thought she was lost. Or like she outside of a corner store, and she's like, "Yeah, whatever, whatever. How you doing today, whatever." So long, I ain't thinking of it. I end up. I don't know how this came to the part where I ended up giving her my number, whatever case. So I met her, and not no lie, I think within a couple of days she had me at her house, and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, why? But we talking, and she eventually told me that I reminded her of someone, maybe an ex or somebody. But see, that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from man point of view. Women will say break up with one guy, and so they will find another guy who look like that guy or somebody similar, and they will try to put him like a puzzle piece. Put that
Yep.
puzzle that got took out. They're gonna
I
slide him
know
right in there.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
yeah.
you're talking about because I did that. When I was dating, I did. I'm gonna be honest with you, just
I
as
know the
I
female
did
nature.
because
I know the
this is
female
a
nature.
female's point of view. This is a female's point of view because I know
I know
exactly what you're
y'all.
talking about because when
I
I
know
when
y'all.
I was dating when I was dating a guy, like I love guys, I love guys that wear do-rags. I love guys that wear baseball caps, a do-rag and together, you know what I mean? And not just you, Jessica. I'm just saying that's how my ex was. So
Go ahead, get to what you said.
so then when we fell out and stuff, and then I met with this,
You
I met
burn his
with
do
somebody
rag. You
else
burn
and
it.
stuff,
Did
but
you
the
burn his
guy
do
wore
rag?
huh? No, the
You,
guy wore the baseball hat, but he didn't wear the do-rag. I'm like,
right.
but that stuck in my mind. I'm like, okay, but I like it because it's sexy. I think it's real sexy. So I was like, okay, so how can I get this dude to wear a do-rag? So I went out and I actually bought him a do-rag.
It was
And
that
I said,
serious
yes, I did. I did.
because it
So
reminded you of something from that past.
no, it's because it was what I liked. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay,
It's what
okay,
I like. And us as
okay.
females, that's what we do. We tend, and I know it's bad. I know, but I'm saying back then when I was dating,
That's why
well,
I'm gonna jump
I
in. Can I jump
I
in?
tended to try to change that person's
Right.
dressing.
Can I
Because
can
the
I
way
jump
that
in and say
he
something?
go
Can I
ahead.
jump in and say something? That's why a lot of women too, if they get in a new relationship and everything good, but the sex is not good, they'll go back to their ex and fuck him just to get that feeling. But go ahead.
But that's the same thing as the man. That's the same thing. Let that
Right.
man get into a relationship with a woman, and that woman ain't putting it down like the first one. He gonna
For
have
the
her.
last.
He gonna start. He is. He gonna start trying to be like, damn, how can I get back with her,
Or
or how
baby
can I
mom.
do this?
Don't have to be no baby
No,
mom. Don't have to be no
huh?
baby mom. I said, don't have to be no baby mom. They don't go back to that baby mom and get that feeling. But go ahead. I regress. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I mean, but I'm saying us as females, and the females know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, it's sad, but it's true. But sometimes that's what we do. We tend to, especially a certain type of cologne or something like that. If the guy that you was dating or you were
A
seeing
memory.
at the
Right.
time he wore and you liked, and then you get into a new relationship, and the guy that Yeah, he wear the cologne, but he doesn't wear that cologne that you're used to. So you tend
Right.
to go out and buy that same cologne and stuff. So I know it's weird, but ladies, they know what I'm talking about. I mean, we tend to be like, we know what we like. So if we
Right.
like a guy with a do rag and a baseball hat, and we like a dude that
And
has
the
like his muscle
cologne.
shirts, and then we get with a guy that don't wear anything like that, we tend to be like, well, you know what, baby, look, I went and I got you this do-rag. Try it on. I think it look, cool with the hat. The next bam, now he's wearing that. Then you be like, damn, you know what? I got you some of these muscle shirts. Get out them t-shirts. Here, try this muscle shirt. Bam.
Yeah. Right.
And some of the ladies, they know what I'm talking about. Some of the ladies. But for the men, I don't know. I don't think it really matter. I think that, coochie ain't got no face. So whatever they gonna do, they gonna do it. That's it.
Right.
You
But I
know?
mean, right. Yeah, for the most part, because guys, for the most part, just thinking what they lower a lot of times. As long
But
as they
you
got a
know
big
what?
booty,
Let me just but wait, let me back that up, because there is
once you
some
got a
guys
big
out
booty.
there that do like their women to dress. I'm talking about like the certain negligees and stuff like that. Now, if they like a certain type of negligee that the first girlfriend wore, but they broke up, she moved on, he moved on, but then now he got a new girlfriend, and he sees that negligee, he gonna be like, baby, you know what? I'm gonna buy this for you, and put it on and stuff. Because in his mind, he's thinking, damn,
Right.
I like that.
Right.
So yeah. So
Hmm.
it can go kind of both ways, but yeah, the women I think are the ones that, us as women, we really try to look for little traits of, our exes.
But,
And the
but
women
like
don't.
I said, but right. But like I said, it was at least I can count 3 to 4 times I met a woman and they was trying to move me in or trying to give me the key, or even saying there's another thing, saying ILY within that first 2 3 weeks. And then they got mad when I didn't say it back. And I'm like, I'm not gonna say something I don't mean. And just because you said it don't mean I have to say it back either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay, okay.
and right. And in my mind, you don't love me. You love what I can do, either sexually, physically, or the feeling that I give when you're around. That's what you love. But you don't directly love me because you don't even know me. And a lot of times, like I said, people just get caught up in the moment and they say things that later, because I used to say freely, throw it around, and had to realize that you can't play around like that. And, you know, just because it feels good, like I said, people get caught up in the moment and they'll say it. You know what I'm saying? And that could also scare a man away too. You gotta be careful. If you meet a man within 2 weeks, everything, oh, it's perfect. He's flawless. Still think he's the one. And you talking about, that word, 3 letter words in 2 weeks, that could scare a man. Because men nowadays, and even back then, don't really like to be pressured, and we don't like to be rushed from the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything has to take time. Everybody's different though, you know what I mean? But traditionally, I think it's one day at a time, step by step, but we like to be rushed and pressured, especially that ultimatum.
Right. So if a woman say that she loves you, and but she wants to hear it back from you. So if she doesn't hear it back from you, then does she get it? She get caught up in her feelings. Like, she probably feels that you don't care for her. You don't have feelings for
Yeah,
her like she had for you.
yeah, she might not think it's reciprocated, but like I said, if you say it within 2 3 weeks, it's like you can't be mad, that the person don't love you back. And my thing is like I may say I like you, I care for you, whatever. I got feelings for you, but it's a different feeling with love and I like and falling in love. That's a whole different feeling, and that's something over time takes over time. But like you
Right.
said, most people are just alone, and like you said, they just want somebody there that they sometimes they'll just throw themselves on them too, in that desperate thirsty sense, like I was saying. But the main thing too that that goes into all of this, you got to realize some men and women, some people are looking for love, and a lot of people are looking for help. So you got to know how to distinguish the difference. You know what I mean?
So when you
Of
say a lot of people are looking for help, like what, financially, a lot of women are what, looking for
course,
men to help pay their
yeah,
bills.
of course, of course, yep. That's why I don't even when I date women, I really don't try to tell them where I work. I tell them, I take care of my bills or whatever. Because the first time, most women, I don't know why, like, oh, you work for New York State. It's all they think. Oh, he got some money. You know what I'm saying? Or he got a retirement, or this is somebody I can latch on to, and I know, what I mean, my future be, good, this and that. So it's just like, people will just assume that, what I'm saying. Oh, I mean, like I said, when I dated, the woman, the 2 weeks thing, I even remember them talking about marriage with it, and I just was like, wait a minute, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, they was
we
talking
just met.
about marriage?
Yeah, and I'm like, we just met. I know everything feel good. You probably wasn't used to a man being independent, maybe, or you just wasn't used to a man that could think for himself. I don't know, but I was like, and then I found out later this person, I'm talking about particularly, was alone for a long time, and she finally, met a man, whatever case me, and started dating, and it was smooth. We had good, dates and all that, but she was just like, just I guess she told me before how I didn't want to pull her business out, but she used to be at home like pretty much breaking down crying because people, like I said, don't want to be alone, and it's like a depression state. And I think that's why a lot of people get depression too, from being at home alone and just sitting there, nobody to talk to, nobody to confide to, nobody to hear their feelings, to hear their cries, the shoulder to lean on. That probably can make
Well,
people
you know what?
depressed.
I mean, I think it is too. Is that some women, they do want somebody, especially if they have girlfriends that have boyfriends or
Right.
husbands, and
That'll
then
make
they
them feel
have
left out.
gatherings, and then they go over to their house.
Right.
They're there by themselves. Everybody else is coupled up with a boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or whatever,
Or they
and
got
they're there by
stories.
themselves.
They got all these couple stories, and then they come back to them, and they don't got nothing to share. Everybody, you know.
Right, right. And,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
it.
only thing you can do is just listen, because you don't have no stories to tell your
Right.
girlfriend, or like, oh yeah, me and my man, we went to you don't have that. So you just
Right.
got to listen to her. Oh, well, me and my husband, or me and Roy, we went to this and that, but you don't have that.
Right. I got a good topic too. We should go. I don't know. You can even present this if you want. I see lately a lot of these women proposing to men, and men denying them. What you feel about women proposing to men in 2023? That was
Well,
interesting.
you know what? I think in this time and day and the way that things are, I think that women, they just listen. You know what, men? You know what? We don't gave you guys enough time. Y'all not moving fast enough. So women, they gonna do it. They just gonna go
Mhm.
ahead and take a leap of faith and just say, you know what? I'm just
You
gonna go
don't
ahead
think
and
nothing
do it.
wrong with it? I was just saying, what's your take on it? You don't think
I
because
I don't
traditionally the man. Mhm.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that the women are just changing the game. Yes, at one
Right.
time it was traditional where, yeah, the man got down on one knee or proposed or whatever. So, if a woman is saying, listen, we've been dating, we've been, hanging out, this and that, you saying you love me, I love you, and this and that, but ain't nothing happening.
Right.
But I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. So I'm going to push it. So let's
And that could be that could be an ultimatum too as well. And like I said a little while ago about pressure, some men don't like to be pressured, and you put them back against the wall like that, they could be like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
but okay, a man don't want to be put against the wall, but then what about the men that want to just stay in a relationship with the woman and just
right,
date for like months and years,
right,
but still ain't even
10 years,
came to be like put a ring on her finger, or put an engagement ring on the finger, and they've been engaged for
right,
like, how long you been engaged? Oh, we've been engaged for about a year now. Well,
right.
don't you think it's time to walk down that aisle?
That's why you shouldn't even really put that ring gate if you're not really ready financially or psychologically to go all in. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, if it gets to that level of marriage, or everything, my thing, we're gonna go ahead and get the marriage license and all that. My thing is though, let's secure that house first before we go ahead that big ass ceremony. It's gonna be cost like 20, 30,000. Better make sure you ain't living in no damn one bedroom apartment and spending 20, 30,000 on a wedding. That's backwards to me. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to make sure that the finances are in order before
just
you walk
just
down the
just
aisle.
just the longevity. At least let's have a house in the cut, or making payments on this house, and we can, because you always can have a little, small wedding, and then later on have a big one like a year later, or you know what I'm saying. You don't got to go all the way in early like that. It all depends on you and her. The people. Y'all have that agreement, but like I said, you don't want to be in a 1 bedroom apartment with a $30,000-$40,000 wedding, though, right? You don't think that's kind of backwards?
So what is your take on you don't think that a woman should propose to a man? You think that's desperate? Does that show
I,
desperate?
I didn't say that. It all depends on the situation. That y'all been together, them two been together for 3 to 4 years, and she really loves him. She know he loves her. I don't know. It's like I said, it's changed the dynamics. It's 2023. Everything don't got to be traditional. But it all depends on the situation, circumstance. If you know what I'm saying. I
Well,
mean,
I think what it
I
does,
haven't
it makes
seen
the
it.
man either shit or get off the pot. That's just how I think. I think it
Uh-huh.
just makes that man shit or get off the pot because he been stringing
Right.
that lady along for a while now, and she wants to take the relationship to the next level. So what's up?
It's like so.
That's
It's like
it.
ultimatum. You don't think it's like an ultimatum to it a little bit? No,
I think it is. I think that it's
on the
like,
spot.
okay,
On the
you're
spot.
not moving fast enough. You're not moving fast enough,
Right.
so I'm going to do it. I'm going to take
Right.
that first step. So I'm
Right.
I'm going to propose the marriage. I'm going to propose the marriage. You know what I mean? And if shit. So if he says yes, let's do it. She probably got a wedding dress in the closet already, or she already got all her ducks in a row. She already
Right.
got her I's dotted and her T's crossed. She just waiting there. Yes, okay, let's do it. All right, let's do it.
But then again, you don't want to be in a situation like Will Smith, to where you can tell she's controlling the relationship. And this is the thing: when you do get with your lady and y'all, relationship, everything's smooth and all that, you have to, y'all just have to have understanding of what's the rules and what lines we're not crossing and boundaries we're not crossing. And it's like, of course they claim they had an open marriage, whatever, but like she cheated with this August Ostina. Forget entanglement. She cheated with him, and wasn't he their son? Um, Will Smith's son's friend at one time. He's coming around the house that she cheated with him on,
Who
right?
knows? Those celebrities,
Right.
man. No telling.
Right. Now, because
No
what I was
telling.
going to say, my point was, because usually a woman will cheat on you with someone that close to you. They'll come to your house,
Yeah,
somebody down
that
the
was going to be
street.
my next question to you, Justice. Do you believe in like, say you got a homeboy, y'all cool, y'all hanging out and stuff like that. Do you believe like, just say if you're not home one day but your wife or your girlfriend is in the house, and
It
your
already
your
happened.
your homeboy come to the house,
It
would you
already
allow
happened.
him to wait for you or
It
or or
already
come back?
happened. It already happened. I done been there, done that. My daughter's mother, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing where I had to nip it in the bud. Daughter's mother, when we was young, 18, 19, whatever. So, I had my own place, 19, had a little roommate, whatever. So she would come by, and she basically, let's just say she was almost living there. You might as well say she'd be there all the time. So, we smoke, we drink, whatever, teenage activities and all that. So I'll be, like you said, I'll be at work, and one time I come home, and one of my homeboys there, smoking. So I'm looking at them like, yo, what the fuck? So I checked her immediately in the room, like, yo, why is he here? He's no, he just wanted to come smoke, hang out till he got home from work. And I noticed slowly he was trying to slide in eventually, claiming to be a friend, but he was really um, a wolf in sheep's clothing, because we ended up fighting after that, like down the line, because he was trying to move in on it, whatever. But
What?
that's the thing. Yeah, and that's the thing. What he was like, he had a dark cloud over him too. I just didn't really see it initially. And rest in peace. Hate to say, he passed away like about 10 years ago. He died.
Mhm.
But the thing was, what it was is this what he would do. He used the knowledge to get to her, because at the time we was dealing like that. We was into, I'm pro black, and I'm into knowledge itself when it comes to history. So we was into that heavy back in 18, 19 years old. So he was a little older, and he was in college and all that. So he had a little more knowledge when it came to history and all that. So he would use the knowledge, and he knew that drew her in, the information. So he used that and eventually tried. They never did nothing, she claims, and he claimed whatever. But I just seen the snake in him with trying to use the knowledge to get to her. So brothers will use, you know what I'm saying, the marijuana, the alcohol, drugs, whatever, and knowledge and just different things that the person likes or whatever to get close to a woman. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful in situations because they will try to slide in, move in on your lady or your woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So,
I did that several times. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay. I had to ask that because I'm pretty sure there's probably some men that might be experiencing that right now.
I
You
even
know?
dealt. I'm gonna tell you it's another funny thing. It's like two times this happened too, where I was one time I was visiting this lady, particular lady that I met, or whatever. So I get over to her house.
When you gonna come and visit me? I'm just joking.
When you stop playing games, because you know you can be full of sugar, honey, iced tea. So
Whatever.
she was like you know, I came in cool. So I noticed a little shadow figure coming up to the door. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? She's like, oh, yeah, my boyfriend. So I'm like, what? You ain't tell me you had no boyfriend, right? So long story short, the dude, I ended up knowing him. So he slapped me up. Oh, and I'm glad we kept the peace. So she was like, well, you know, he was like, yeah, we good, man. Ain't nothing to do with you, whatever. I left. They took care of that. And then like a month or two later, I come to find out he was kicking my baby mom one time. They never did nothing, but I'm like, wow, that show you how much a small world it is. But that show you kind what you put out comes back. I was out here messing around, creeping, chilling with his baby mom, and then later kind of find out he would chill my baby mom. So you got to be careful what you put out, the energy. And that happened several times. Another time, my daughter mother I was messing around with this one little chick. You know how you have situations where don't, you know, y'all going through our beefs. So yeah, you know, you don't be home, you be somewhere else. So I was chilling, this other little chick, and then come to find out later, her baby father was chilling with my baby mom one time. So I'm like, hey, I can't be mad. That's life.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
So
a small town.
it sounds like to me, I mean, you get into relationships and you
Mhm.
start having problems or something like that, and then the cheating comes in.
But no, I'm not really ain't gonna necessarily say that. My daughter's mom, we was together like 7 years off and on. And I'm usually in relationships longevity, a year, 2 years, 3 years to 7 years. Like I don't be in no I don't be in no quick 2 week relationships in and out. It ain't even solidified because you know what I'm saying. You could tell from the gate. Usually, I'm gonna be honest. You could tell. I can tell within 10, 15 minutes of meeting someone talking if it's gonna be a relationship or we just fucking. You know what I'm saying? Or we just chilling. Either or. You know, you pretty much can tell, right? I'm sure you can tell dealing with some guy if y'all gonna be serious or just y'all kicking it, right? You can usually tell from the
Hmm.
gate what they're talking about, their energy, what they're about. Are they doing anything with their life, any direction, or it's just you know what I'm saying? You're just attracted to them, and this is what's going to be. So, you know, that's why I say you got to be real with yourself and with that person and what y'all trying to do, you know, trying to achieve. Because nobody got time. At our age, who got time to waste? You know what I'm saying? That's
That's
one thing you
true.
can't, you can get everything back, get material. You can, your body will heal back, whatever, but you can't get that time you invested with that person. That never coming back.
That's true. That's true. So where are you taking your channel next? What are you gonna talk about on your channel next?
I don't know. It usually with me, whatever come to my mind, whatever I feel passionate about, whatever I want to get off my chest, you know what I'm saying? I may go jump on it, talk about it, but I don't really just lay out, you know, I got to do that more freestyle, but I got to start planning and the lives I do be more planned, but you know, I don't really the content just flows, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like freestyle, but I'm working on other things. I'm working on a web series, right? I'm doing clothes, so that's why I say I got a lot of things going on. I really got to portion out my time, partition it
So when
out to
you
where
do your clothes,
I,
yeah, so I mean, so when you do your clothes, that's probably where you gotta start promoting too, because I mean, you're
yeah,
welcome
yeah.
to come over here and promote, show my people your stuff, and
Yeah,
then I guess we'll go live.
I'm gonna do it in my web series. Excuse me, I'm gonna do it in my web series more. So I got a web series. I already got music too. You know, music I did years ago. I'm gonna incorporate in the web series. Like even on my YouTube channel, sometimes you can hear me. I be playing beats, the beats I created. But what I'm gonna do is In my web series I create, I'm going to put my music in there. I'm going to be wearing the clothes inside the web series too, so that way it's free promotion too. I can promote my music, promote clothes at the same time, promote artists, whatever, so that comes on. So it'd be
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
that.
Well, that's
So I got
cool.
a
So you're gonna
lot of things I'm trying. Yeah.
so you so you're gonna be selling a lot of that merch on YouTube then.
Right. YouTube's yep, pretty much. YouTube
Well,
slash the
that's good.
website.
I mean, because that's what some, I'm not saying all, but you got some people, some content creators, they do have t-shirts and sweatpants and
You gotta
stuff
promote
like
your
that.
own
And they,
brand.
they push their merch as well as their channel, you know what I mean? And
Right.
they make,
Got
I guess
to.
they make pretty good money.
Got to. During the quarantine times also taught me and showed us you gotta be an entrepreneur. Like I said, you gotta be an entrepreneur. You gotta invest in yourself because these jobs not gonna last forever. They're not loyal. And who wanna work till 65 just to retire and die in 5 years? God forbid. But that's the life expectancy of us, up until 70, 75. But it's like you're not really enjoying you pretty much putting your body through the vigors of hard work
I
in your
always
prime
say
age.
nothing is guaranteed. I mean, people think that their job is secured, and they go
It
out and
is.
they buy
I
these
think
big
so.
old houses and fancy
Brand
cars
new
and this
car,
and that.
right?
The next they come, they get a pink slip, and then they ready
Stuck
to
in debt.
beat up everybody or jump out the damn window because now how they
Mass
gonna pay this?
shooting.
How they gonna pay that?
Right, right.
You know
So
what I
yeah, it's
mean?
not it's not low. That's why it's best to invest. And I look at it. If anything, I can say I tried. If it don't work, hey, at least I say I attempted to do something. I know what it takes. Far as it didn't get off the ground, but at least I know how to start it up and what's what. I got the blueprint for next time or whatever else I want to do. But you just gotta. And we never was taught. That's one of our it's not our fault. But our mom or dads, most of us didn't teach us about having businesses and putting money. We wasn't left with nothing. We have generational wealth, like a lot of these companies. You know what I'm saying? So we get a couple of dollars and we know we gonna blow it. We ain't thinking about investing, stocks, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like I said before, us as black women and black men, we don't stick together. It's always about
Right.
me, me, me. I'm going out for myself, and I believe that's probably why a lot of the black businesses, probably in our city, we really don't have that many black businesses in our city,
Yeah,
really.
because we always selling out. We selling. Remember J&E Grocery on Reynolds? Well, Bronson and Reynolds, Samuel Cree now. That was the first black, I think, grocery store. J&E and Grocery right there. Because my aunt stayed right across the street from there. She's been there forever. That
I
grocery
don't know. I
store.
know
No,
I heard a
the
story.
Arabs, the Arabs got it. It's right across from that funeral home on
Oh shit, the
Reynolds.
Arabs are buying out every damn thing. They
Yeah,
selling
right.
Pampers they
Yeah,
selling individual Pampers, cigarettes. I mean,
right.
they
They
just
might be
and every
selling
time
kids
you
and
turn around,
humans.
they growing. Their stores are getting bigger. They're building bigger in their
Right.
stores. They having so much shit in their stores. It's like damn. But then
That
you
and
go
that
to
should be
some of
and that
these
should be
black owned
us.
stores, and they don't even have that much shit on the shelves.
Like a drug front.
Right. They
Yeah.
don't even have a lot of shit on the shelves. You might see about 15 cans of beans. You might see
But
about three, 4 bags of rice.
right,
That's
right. You
it.
might see you might see a diaper with mad dust on it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah.
Yep, you're right. The
But they
people don't.
stick together.
That's it. That's it.
The
And that's
foreigners,
like I always say. Yep. That's that.
they
That's
all keep the money. They keep their money in their same pot. See, one of them told me what they do. Say like four of them coming over, right? They all stay in the same house, stack up the money, and I think they say after like a year, one of them get 100,000. He'll go open a store, and then it'll keep going in a circle. The next one go up, get 100,000, open a store, and that money keeps circulating, but it stay in the same pocket, and they don't spend
right.
nothing.
They don't
We
spend
if
nothing.
we can do that, man, you know what I'm saying? We just can't do that. We are, like you said, we want to be for self. We want to be self-love, self-improvement.
That's it. And out for themselves. But I'm gonna
Me,
tell
me,
you though,
me.
like I
And look
said,
at your
them
girl
Arabs,
Sierra.
they doing the
Go
shit.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Huh?
Like I said, them Arabs, they doing the shit. They constantly building. They constantly building new
Chinese,
stores. They constantly got
Chinese.
so much new shit in their stores. You know what I mean?
Easy, easy. Them
Yeah.
Chinese. Chinese. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep, that's it.
Why
But
black women can't own no damn nails? We should not be going to no. Y'all should not be going to no Asians and getting your feet done, your nails done. It should be all black owned.
right, because I'm gonna tell you something. You don't know what they talking about. You don't even know what they talking about. As soon as you come in the door,
Right,
as soon as you come in
right,
the door and shit, they
exactly.
looking at you all cross-eyed any damn way. You know what I mean? But then when you throw them a big tip, then
Oh yeah,
then they start
right,
liking you and shit. As soon as
right,
you come
right.
and
My
there's somebody
friend,
in there, hey
my friend.
girlfriend, how you doing, girlfriend?
Yeah, and hey, they talking greasy, right? Because they'll start off
Oh
all quiet.
yeah,
They be like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but then they be like, dong, 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 dong. They start
Right,
talking like
they
that.
looking at you, especially when they probably looking at your feet in the water. They be like, ting tong, ting tong, ting tong, bring
Right,
it on,
right, right,
bring it
right, right. They start talking like they mad and they talking shit. Like, the
Like,
most.
bitch, talk English. I need to hear y'all. Y'all sitting there talking among yourselves because that's what they do. They get in a little huddle, and then they
Oh yeah,
they talking, and you don't know what they saying. You don't know
not
if
even.
they saying this nasty, da 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 da. You don't know. You don't. You know what I
These
mean?
niggas, right? These niggers, yeah, you never
Yeah,
know.
exactly. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? It is what
mhm.
it is. But I'm not putting down the Spanish, but I got to throw the asses up in there too. I got to, because I
Where,
went down
where,
there.
where, where's the private chat?
A lot of them Spanish girls be talking
Oh
shit
yeah,
about the black girls, but we don't
I already
understand
know.
Spanish,
I already
huh?
know. I said, I already
Right.
know. Well, no, I was saying, where's the private chat? I was about to put something in the private chat. I don't see it.
Go ahead, put it in the private chat.
Okay,
I'll
no, I was
see
just
it.
going to text
I'll
you.
see it pop up.
I'm going to get off in a second.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that's
Well,
how it is. I'm telling you. No, I think you put it in the comments. Wait a minute, hold
in the,
up.
in the comments, or the chick is two.
Oh no, no,
One is
no. Okay, no.
chat.
That's hey Max, how are you? Wait, no, it's not in the private chat yet. Just wait, I'm looking.
No, I'm about to put it. I'm about to put it. I'll just put it in there.
I see it.
It's say,
I got
okay.
something. What'd you say? Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's crazy.
It is. I'm telling you, it is. But just like I was saying, oh, he fell out. Just like I was saying, I got a Puerto Rican girlfriend, and but she don't look Spanish. But a lot of times we be out and stuff like that, and we run up on and if we run up on Spanish girls, and they be talking and stuff, and the first thing my girlfriend, she's like, she kind of talks back, and then they'd be surprised because they'd be like, oh, you Spanish? So
Mm-hmm.
I already know. Sometimes it's good to have a Spanish speaking girlfriend or Chinese girlfriend or something like that, because
Right.
they gonna pick up on shit, and they gonna tell you, wait a minute, they talking about you.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that. I had a situation, one job, where there's Spanish people talking, around us, but the one dude was Spanish, and he heard them speaking, and he broke it down and stuff. But yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that. I know a little Spanish, but I took French in school, and like you said, it's cool to know different languages and speak different languages, because you never know, you can use it in places you might need to use it. Like I said, pick up on stuff.
Exactly.
Like I was talking French.
Exactly.
I remember I had a Haitian coworker, and I was talking French, and she was shocked. She was like, "You speak French? Parlez-vous français?" Yeah, parlez-vous français. But a lot of them languages was our ancestors' original languages. You know what I'm saying? We spoke French. We spoke, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them languages back then. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Arabic. It was the dialect, how it rolled off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because French and Spanish kind of similar. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot I can go into, but that's another topic. But it's
I
all
know.
about the tongue.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
Justice, it was good. It was good to you
It's
coming up
more.
on the panel and hanging out with me. I don't know. Donald must have fell out, but he probably go live. But I'm gonna
Right.
reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you.
I'm just, I'm the little YouTuber. I ain't up there in the thousands and nothing with nobody. They probably look at me like, oh, he all right, but he ain't even up in the He ain't even up to subscribe.
You can get up there. Listen, you're going to get up there, but best believe. See, the thing is that on this side of tracks, this side of the tracks done totally changed. So a lot of people see they didn't put work in. They didn't put
Right.
work in. They didn't get out there and grind and do all of this stuff. The only thing they did was they were so messy that they had other people subscribe to their channel. And that's why in this sector, everybody shares the same subscribers.
Right.
Everybody shares the same.
Let me ask you a question. Could you share this to my channel, or is it only on your channel? You couldn't share it to mine though. Yeah, this particular after the dive, that's only in your sector, right?
No, I have to take this. I'll take the video and I'll share it. Wait a minute.
I was
No,
just
I have to
wondering.
share it. I have to share it in to my community wall.
Okay, because I know I seen
But
it
you
at
could
one
take
time.
it. I think you should be able to take this and you should
How?
be able to share. If you hit that share button, it should go into your community post.
It only
You can
says
do that
Mike.
on your phone.
It only got Mike, Cam, chat, more, and leave. Was it under the more part
Yes,
option? Okay.
because the options are more, and then you should be able to see YouTube,
Right.
and then you should be
It
able to
just said
share.
it said comment, settings, and cancel. That's all the thing. Camera, audio settings.
You probably need to go to your settings too.
Right. I mess with that time. All right. Yeah, I'll get my behind. Get ready for this AM
Yeah,
grind. It
but
was
like I
good
said,
building with you. I know. After making that, a few people was gonna be hitting me.
oh yeah, you know what? I was like, when I
Some
saw that, I'm
shock
like, okay,
shock value.
now he done got my attention. I got to holler at him. I got to holler at him.
And see shock value. Sometimes you got to put things out just for shock value to draw in people. To draw in people. You know what I mean? Because
Right,
what they say,
right.
you can get. What they say, you catch flies. What? How does saying go about molasses and
Yeah, you
shit? You catch more honey.
catch flies with honey or some shit like that.
Yeah, you catch more flies with honey than shit with molasses. Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
something
One of
like
the things.
that, something like that. But when I seen that, I was like, "Ooh, okay, I'm gonna holler at him. I'm gonna holler." So
It wasn't.
yeah. But yeah, but I don't know when you go live again. I'm pretty sure you have your the notification. So yeah,
Yeah, I gotta learn to do the multiple live when you hit the live to share with all the multiple platforms. That's what I gotta work on too. So but like I said, I did what I did in that chat. Holla at me, so you know what I mean. Going from there and you could build outside of YouTube. But I sent that in the chat, so you already know.
yeah. So like I said, I holler. So yeah, so Justice, thank you for hanging out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some music to take us out. So hold on, y'all.
What's the? No, I'm reading. If I was a dog, you was a flower. I'd piss on you, Gordon. What the heck was that?
Where was
I can
that at? In my chat?
Yeah, and alive. On the
Oh,
pink pajamas, pink
they
pajamas,
probably want
fingers in the
they want
bottom. Pink pajamas, fingers in the bottom.
wait a minute, hold up. See, I was just about to wait a minute. What was that now?
It's right in the middle
Oh, if I
of my
was a dog,
picture.
you was the flower.
Yeah, yeah. Who is that?
Oh, that's just some. Okay, here's the thing. Let me just say this. A lot of people, they make different pages and stuff like that. Where if they
Right.
may be in beef with someone, they kind of make a page about that. They make an avatar about that person. That's it. You know what I mean?
And where do I go again
That's
to change my avatar? Where I go in here? I got to go to my page channel.
Go to your page and, like I told you before, go to Google Image and just copy and paste the image, and then
Right.
just use that. You can use anything really.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I figured it out. Okay.
yeah. But like I said, I'll reach out to you soon. I guess ain't nobody want to come up. So all right, so we're gonna close out the show. I'm gonna play some music to take us out. Justice, thank you.
Peace. You
All
already
right, hold
know.
on, y'all. Hold on.
Protons, electrons always cause explosions. You already know.
think that you want their man. You probably already had the motherfuckers. Half of them bitches don't want to work, ain't bringing nothing in. But then once they done with you, they off to the next bitch. You know I'm snatched, you know what bitches all got. Don't get mad at me cause your man want me. Wanna test drive me? Hold on, nigga, I got the key. I'm a snatch bitch from the gutter hood. I put a bitch in a place fast. Bitch, don't come up against me. I'm a fine ass bitch with plenty of money. I keep green every day, nothing funny. My body's thicker than a horse stallion, standing tall and firm like my titties. I don't fuck with wannabes. I'm a snatch bitch in the waist with a finance face. Bitch, step up, you're falling behind. Why today all these jealous assholes think that you want their man? You probably already had the motherfuckers. Half of them bitches don't want to work, ain't bringing nothing in. But then once they done with you, they off to the next bitch. You know I'm snatched, you know what bitches all got. Don't get mad at me cause your man want me. Wanna test drive me? Hold on, nigga, I got the key. I'm a snatch bitch from the gutter hood. I put a bitch in a place fast. Bitch, don't come up against me. I'm a fine ass bitch with plenty of money. I keep green every day, nothing funny. My body's thicker than a 3-horse stallion, standing tall and firm like my titties. I don't fuck with wannabes. I'm a snatch bitch in the waist with a finance face. Bitch, step up, you're falling behind this place. All right, everybody. All right, I just playing y'all a little music that I did in the studio today. Nothing much, nothing much. It's on the shorts. It's on the shorts. So anyway, I want to thank my visor kings, my visor queens, my visor honeys, and my visor princesses. Donald, I don't know where the hell you went, man. I guess you just fell out, but you'll be back. Justice, thank you so much for hanging out with me and just kind of just chilling and hanging out and shit, But I'll be reaching out soon. Everybody, keep y'all goddamn notifications on because you just never know when a bitch might be back. Okay, I love y'all. All right, bye.